Oh my. Oh my god!
Hardpoint identified.
Got two. Oh my god!
Dead. Go on. Dead. Oh.
Oh, good win.
That's 22. Oh my god! Oh my. Oh my god!
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Go over the players. Wait for them to get the lobby set up, and we will be back in just a moment.
Oh my God!
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are hopping into our first match of the season for both these teams, Fanatical Esports and Nexus. I think Nexus is new here. I'm not sure if they played here previously, but let's take a look at the bans on the side of Nexus. They managed to ban that red card hardpoint, that dealership S&D, and then to finish it off, they banned that Hacienda control. So on the side of Fanatical, they managed to ban Vault and Protocol. Maybe this Fanatical team does not seem to like Protocol. They did play last season, just before the season, and they did manage to finish top 3. So this will be a very good showing of where Nexus might fit into the puzzle in this XP League and where they might fit into the team. But you never know, upsets can happen. You know, different things can happen. Let's look at the players on the side of Nexus to see how they fare. Their names are going to be Goku, Swan, Lalo, and Lipe. And on the side of Fanatical, we have Billiam, Booger, J Guns, and Kamzy. Now for the map set they chose. This is the players what they chose. They wanted that Hacienda HP, and that Hacienda ended on that map 5 just in case it goes the distance. And in the middle we have that red card S&D, that Vault control, and that Skyline hardpoint. They are playing, this is just for seeding. They haven't, matched up quite yet. This is just for seeding. So they haven't got to playoffs just yet, but they are playing for $3,000 prize pool that will be split among the top 4 people. Should equal out to around $188 per player. So this will be exciting to see exactly how these teams match up, since this is their first matchup of the season for both teams. So I know they're both looking to start off hot, start off with a win, with a W. And I'm sure they will be excited to do that. So let's see how these teams fare up, how they match up, and we'll be back momentarily once we're about to hop on into this series. All the players are now currently in the lobby. We're waiting to hop on in to this map 1, this Hacienda HP. See how the teams fare. Like I said, kind of exciting. Nexus's first time this season. I'm not sure if they played previous seasons, but this is going to be an exciting matchup. Fanatical, they did lose. I think they lost to Omit, then lost to In Control. I mean, Omit did, I think, manage to win the whole. Actually, I'm not. Actually, I think 07 Black or 07 did manage to take the whole season last season. So it'll be exciting to see. And I might be wrong there. I might be thinking about a different league. But whoever did take it last season, they earned it. So I'm sure these players want to start off with a hot 3-0, try to get their map seeding, because the more 3-0s you have, the more wins you have, puts you in a better position for the seeding, because, once you start getting that 1-2, 2-2, those mixed numbers, it tends to be pretty tough on the teams, because then you don't know if you're at the cusp of making losers. and at the cusp of making the winners final. So let's hop on into this map number 1. The players are currently loading in. So let's see how map number 1 is going to go. Just waiting for that countdown. We all love to count down to the start. And ladies and gentlemen, we're hopping on in to your map number 1. All right, looks like the side of Fanatical are going to push that 2 top open, manage to get the trades in their favor. Lalo answers back with 2 of his own. Looks like the time is going to should go white here in favor of Nexus. They're just trying to route this last player. That's Billiam, but unfortunately, they don't do that. Actually, I don't think that was Billiam. That might have been somebody else. I think that might have been Booger. But either way, the kill feed is broken, so we're not quite sure who gets the kill sometimes. We're going to try to lock in and stay focused as much as we can. So we do have nobody opting to get any time here except for Fanatical. They do manage to get a little bit of time. Looks like these teams are going to start rotating on this P4, but you do have a William in the back. He does spot out these players. He's going to re-wrap the wrap. He does spot out Lalo, but Lalo may catch him here, but too much pressure from the side of Fanatical. It's going to be a 3v3 retake here. If William gets this kill in the back, this is going to be huge for him. He's about to get overwhelmed. William, Lalo gets 1, Lalo gets 2. He manages to get both of those kills, secure the back spawns for the side of this Nexus squad. Then you have Light sliding in, trying to get what he can. He gets another, he gets 2. He's frying him, he's putting him in the blender. Looks like you have Nexus with a very solid setup on this first set of P2 rotations. Man, just with the perfect sliding at the perfect time, just ready for the fight every time. He's just breaking the people's cameras on the other side of the screen. I think that person got cameraed twice back to back. But you do have Fanatical. They are going to start rotating onto this P3. But I think Nexus did a great job of getting a whole lot of time here on that P2 rotation. But now they're looking to break the setup of Fanatical Esports. They do get the information. Looks like Swan might be lagging a little bit. It's a little. He was just a little glitchy there. The trades come in for the side of Fanatical, able to secure the point. You do have Fanatical. Looks like their gunnies are heating up. A Light from the top ropes, and he does manage to find them. Now you have all players doing a 3-hit from 10. Let's see if this works out from their favor, even though they're all grew up. Some of them hit the outer routes. They do manage to clear it out, take the point. Last alive is going to be Booger. He gets 1. He gets 2. He's waiting for the chows from 10 from the players off the spawn. But no, they don't come. His teammates watching over his shoulder. He's able to get him. He's trying to get Light. But unfortunately, Light does get the kills in his favor. But don't worry. J Guns has the gunny in the back pocket. Is able to kill Light off of that P3. Now, this is going to be a huge point for the side of Fanatical to try to break this setup of this Nexus. But unfortunately, the trades do not go their way. Just too much players, too much pressure. Lalo and Goku managed to get 2 kills there, stopping the Fanatical push and try to get this first set of rotations for this P4. So now Fanatical trying to break the setup of Nexus. Let's see if they're going to be successful. 1 second. I'm trying to see if these players are in a call. They are not. So you will have no listens in tonight. That's fine. I'm sure you guys will be just fine. It looks like Nexus Esports doing a great job of holding this P4, getting a decent chunk of change. Unfortunately, not getting the full 60. I mean, looking at the kills here, you got Light double positive, 12 and 6. Everybody on the side of Fanatical negative, except for Kamzy and Billiam. So looking for your other players to step it up just a little bit as we go into the second set of rotations here. Life and Swan managed to push out 2 top balcony, top open. They catch 1. William's going to get to, or that's Booger going to get to. He manages to pop the 2-piece. Now it looks like Fanatical Esports are going to try to push out, secure those spawns for that P rotation and try to get as much scrap time as they can on this P1. You know, P1, one of those hills that are very hard to maintain, very hard to hold. If you can get a good setup and manage to get a lot of milk time in this P1, if you manage to get a lot of milk time and a lot of time in this P1, then it really sets you up if you can win those P2 rotations, because P1, typically most teams don't get a lot of time on those. So we need to look in on number 6 as he pushes, but no, Gun stops the push. You do have, looks like Lalo right behind him. He's going to spot him out, but Guns with the gunny manages to gun him down. But you do have number 2. That's going to be Kamzy, already in the back spawn of Next. He's going to secure these spawns for the side of Fanatical, but you do have Swan hitting this flank, but Kamzy spots him out, is able to get that coming. I think that was Booger or somebody else maybe picking up 2 on the push, but Goku doing a really good job slowing down, wait for his teammates to push up. You do have Booger here. He might catch Goku off guard. He doesn't, but as we say that, 3 fall on the side of Fanatical. They break the hill wide open, secure the spawns, but it's going to be some parallels here. Let's see if Nexus can pick up on that and manage to kill them here. They do manage to spot him out, but unfortunately the pressure was just too much from Fanatical. But now you have the side of Nexus holding it from the front. They're looking to get these kills here, spawn the map on its head, and keep flipping the spawns. But no, 20 seconds left on the clock. The players on the side of Nexus did manage to spawn in the back. I would like to see a couple teammates push up and push through to try to flip the map, because now they put them on the back foot. But actually, I think they might have, the team might have done another, so they should, yeah. So number 5 and number 6, Lalo and Lipe, I did say that, and they managed to do just exactly what I said they needed to do. A little bit too late. It would have been nice if they had that spawn trap earlier, but they did get it, so they managed to spawn, get a couple kills, secure rotations for this P3. But you do have 2 players from 10 pushing up, Billiam and Booger, doing what they can to slow the roll of this Nexus squad. I mean, they're only up currently around 33, so it's not a huge deficit that they're below. They still have a lot of time to catch up to it and manage to, as long as they start these rotations early and start winning these gunfights on these new rotations. Because I think those first set of P2s, they kind of, I think the second set of rotations for the side of Fanatical, they did get broke pretty easily from this Nexus squad. And the rotations are in. All 3 players, or 2 players from the side of Fanatical, rotating to that rock hard point, that P4. They're looking to set up here and stop this push from Nexus. If they can manage to stop this first push from Nexus and hold them off here, then it's going to put them in a very good position. Nades come in over the top, able to stop Swan with a 2-piece, able to stop 2, but Billiam's there to answer back. Looks like some of this, actually you have Lalo hitting through mid. They're going to break this hill wide open, get the last bit of the scrap top, but you do have 1 player from the side of Fanatical hitting the flank. They don't read it. The pressure's just too much from the side of Nexus. They do read the spawns. They turn around, they look, they see them. You got Swan pulling out the pistol, running out of bullets. You know, Life still 25 and 17, not still double positive, but still very positive. You know, with a minute 20 on hill, Swan with a minute 20 on hill. The rest of the players negative on the side of Nexus, but I mean, when you got all this time efficiency and this, you know, you're playing the map just right, getting these spawns, getting these kills, then that's all you really need. Wow, Lipe really lucky there, had a teammate looking over his shoulder. That's his guardian angel. He was able to stop the push there. They're going to get a decent chunk of change on this P1, it seems. Goku hits 2 up top. Unfortunately, is traded. Unfortunately, I could not get that clip, but it's fine because we will have more clips for the rest of the series. They're opting to keep the white. They finally hop in the hill, but the rotation's coming in from the side of Nexus here. Number 8's going to sneak through all in the back. He's not going to know that he snuck through. So you're going to have Swan in the back, but Kamzy, he's going to spot Kamzy out. All 4 down for the side of Fanatical, and they read the close spawns here to the left. So Spawn is going to get one, but unfortunately doesn't get the other. But you have Nexus with a full setup on this P2, third set of P2 rotation. If they can hold it here, it's going to look pretty good for them. Hellstorm comes in, I think unable to get anybody just yet. Oh, yep, sorry, thank you for that. Yeah, I try to keep track of YouTube and Twitch, but typically when I stream, it's a lot more screen. I don't have enough screens to keep track of all of it, so I do apologize about that. But Nexus just 5 seconds from closing it out here. They will manage to secure this point. Nobody from Fanatical close enough to get in, so they will take this map number 1. Got HYPEEE 28 and 22. Everybody else, Lalo 27-22, Goku 27-24. The big standout from the side of Fanatical is going to be Booger 28-27. Billiam, unfortunately, 19-22. Not what you want to see, but, you know, it is what it is sometimes.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
That's right, let's go Nexus. They did manage to take that first map. I believe it was 250. Dude, hold on just a second, I'll tell you. It was a pretty decent margin, 250 to 152, 100-point club. And this Fanatical Esports team did do really well last season. They ended up playing top 3, so I know if you are the Nexus organization, you are happy with the showing they had for that map number 1. You're looking to see if they can take this map number 2 and see how it goes. So let's see what Nexus opt to do here. Are they going to push this B? They're going to push it B. This is a blind hit. They blind countered A, but nobody's A. Looks like Nexus should be able to get in here and get the bomb down for free. And all they have to do is hold a corner setup. Jay Guns does find one on the flank. That's going to be Goku. Hold on, I think they slipped on me again. They did. Hold on, that is, yep, they switched on me again. They said team 1, team 2, they swapped their names. Oops, 1 second. That's the correct layout. So, the colors are switched because they did tell me team 1, team 2, so the colors are going to be switched for you guys. So it looks like Fanatical Esports will take that round number 1. They told me team 1, team 2, then they told me team 1, then now they're back to team 2. So, not sure what happened there. That's fine. Nothing we can't handle with a little overlay, thankfully. Just the colors are going to be mismatched. So let's see what Nexus decides to do on this offensive round. Let's hop on board with Goku. You know, we got a lot of donuts on that side. Only one side of Billiam. That's the only one with the donut. It's like they're gonna try to play it safe here. You do have Lipe. He got in for free. He maybe spots Guns here. Nope, but Guns spots him in the back. He didn't see him drop down, so he's gonna have to. It's a must-win gunfight for Lipe here. He has to win this, otherwise it's gonna put them in a bad position. Looks like Jay Guns is going to back up. He has no clue where Lipe went. So Lipe is probably just going to sit in this position, wait for a moment, wait for the right move. Going to catch the flank on him. Oh no, he doesn't see him. He does see him. He gets a huge kill on the Guns there. That's a must win. Now you're going to have a battle between 4 and 7 here. Lalo may not turn. He does turn. He manages to kill him. That's all 4 down for the side of Fanatical Esports, and Nexus will tie it up 1-1. Let's see if they send some. Let's see if Nexus sends some players to this B site. Looks like they do. They're sending Goku, because they had no pressure on that B side whatsoever. But still, 3 hitting the mid here from the side of Nexus. Shots coming in from Lalo, trying to catch that guy top heaven. Unfortunately, unable to connect. Lipe will find one on the transition. He does hit the nade onto Jay Guns. Jay Guns going to back up just a little bit. Goku manages to find another one on the round. 2v4 in favor of Nexus here. Let's see if they can manage to pull it off. Pressure's coming in from Nexus. They're pushing up. They know the last player here. We're going to hop on board with Billiam here. Let's see what he can do in this 1v4 scenario. He's got 30 seconds to work with. Not a lot of time on the clock, but not over if he is able to isolate these players. But, you know, when you got a player sitting out in the wide open like that, if you're not you can't manage to spot them, then you can't start to climb back in this round number 3. Looks like you do have the players from the side of Nexus. They're going to try to hit this B bomb site. I don't think Booger did see him. Maybe he did spot him, but we'll have Goku here. He might be able to catch Booger off guard. He sees him. I think Booger saw him, though. No, he didn't. He didn't. Booger manages to dodge both those nades. You do have Billiam on the flank here. You have J Guns. All two players do manage to get in. The nade comes in, will connect onto Lalo, but Booger here laying in the corner manages to get one. That's going to be Swan there. 2v. The bomb is not down yet. 28 seconds to work with. They're going to have to move quick, either isolate these players or plant the bomb. Swan manages to grab the bomb. He will get the plant down for free. He's going to have Lipe looking over the top of him. Then he's going to come in. It's going to make him weak there. He's going to be left with 80 HP. Still light. You're going to have a long flank. If they can isolate this player to the right, they're going to know he's there. But Kamzy does manage to chow. Oh no, but Booker wins a huge one onto Lipe there. Manages to kill him off, and looks like Fanatical is going to tie it up 2-all. Oh, Lipe, thank you for that. Thank you, Jack. I really do appreciate that. I wasn't sure if it was Lipe or Lipe, so I just went with what I thought. But thank you for the clarification, Jack. So Lipe. Like Nacho Libre, but Lipe. Looks like Fanatical is going to push all this on this B site. They are going to have two players in here. If they hit this just right, if they don't catch out Goku, this might be a problem for them. Oh no, but he does stand up. He needs to lay back down. They didn't see him. They didn't see him. So Goku can get in here, but he managed to run out to try to save the bomb. The bomb is going to go down. You do have two players from the side of the Nexus org on this Alku. Goku catches two. Unfortunately, I switched from his POV. He picks up 3. J Guns pick up 4. 1v1, Lipe and J Guns. Who's going to take it? And it looks like J Guns will take that round number 5. Putting Fanatical up 3-2. William managed to get off his donut. Swan's still on 1 and 3. Let's hop on Horrible Billion because he's 1 and 4. Let's see if he starts to pick it up this round, or if he goes to that 1 and 5. Gonna be it looks like they're gonna try to just be hit on the side of Fanaticals. Billiam does fall going 1 and 5. Let's hop on board with Swan because he's the other one 1 and 3 since they have time. Looks like they're going to wrap it back to A. Might be a good play call here, but you do have number 4 just sitting here. He catches a player, but Lalo's up top able to get that kill. So it looks like it should be a free plant for the side of Nexus if they manage to push up and close off this map control, because nobody in position on Fanatical to stop this bomb plant just yet. J Guns will get up here. He might catch Swan. Nope, Swan plays his life perfectly there. Great play out of Swan. You don't want to die here. Wow, that nade hit through the wall there. I didn't know you could do that, but looks like it can. So he did. I'm surprised that didn't kill him. Maybe he was just regenerating his health. But you do have two players at mid-map. Looks like they will kill. I think that was Lipe there. But you have a 2v3 retake. Goku with some good shots onto Booger. Does manage to take him out. J Guns in the last alive in this 1v3. But unfortunately, Lalo has the better shots on that side of the map. And he will take that gunfight and tie it up 3-3. Swan looking at the ground, trying to figure out why he's only 1 and 3. Maybe because you're looking at the ground. I don't know. I can't see what you're doing on the map when we're not on your position. Looks like it's going to be a full push B here for the moment. But you do have 2 players that managed to get all of the map control. But now you have Goku and you have Lipe in the back. They do manage to find Lipe, but Goku is here. He's going to probably back up, try to play his life because he knows the pressure's coming in. He's going to call in this RCXD. Let's see if he manages to get a kill here. Lalo with a trade onto Billiam. Oh, gets the hit marker onto them. A 2v3 in favor of Fanatical. There looks like they're going to wrap it back to this A push. You do have one player mid-map, that's Lalo, but unfortunately Booger manages to spot him in the window. You know, he looks in the window, he looks in the mirror, tries to pick his boogers, but you know, that time he looked in the mirror, he picked up a player. Oh, Goku heard that door. That's going to be huge information for the side of Goku. He knows that they push through this side, so he's going to look to wrap him back here. He might catch perfect timing on him, on this player on hedges. Depends on where he looks. He didn't see Kamzy in the corner, so he's going to take this round. He's only got 20 seconds to work with. He has to get 2 kills in like 5 seconds in order to have a position, and I don't think he's going to get it. He's going to get one. Oh, wow, what a turn on by the side. I'm not sure who that was, but what a turn on there. Let's get that kill cam. That's Booger. Fanatical going to bring it up 4-3. Do we have the 5-3 curse here? Is Nexus going to reverse sweep it like that 5-3 curse usually works? I mean, if you sure are Nexus, you sure do want to go up 2-0 in this series. You know, you got Goku 9-4, Lalo 7-4. If Swan picks it up 1-4, you know, it will help out their side tremendously. On the other side, you got Booger 9-4. Everybody else negative. Oh no! Goku didn't see that. What is going on here? Those players were just right beside each other, so Kamzy opted not to kill them and just pushed through their side of the map to try to get this map control and this map pressure. Insane, but Lalo does finally trade the rogue agent Kamzy out. Oh, I'm surprised he doesn't see J-Guns through the soccer field right there. That should be an easy spot there, but unfortunately he doesn't spot him. And you don't have Goku planning just yet. I think they're just trying to play mind games here. Goku does win it. He might get the plan down here. You do have 2 players in the back. It'll be Billiam and Lalo. Lalo managed to win the last 1v1. Looks like his teammate fell there. Lalo wins that 1v1 and secures them that round number 8. It was a 2v1, my bad. 2v1. Goku did manage to get that other kill. Looks like Fanatical Esports is going to opt to push into this B side again. It seems like that's their favorite push so far on this map. J-Guns with a good shots onto Lalo up top there on that heaven. He's starting to pick it up. William picked it up a little bit. Looks like we got a stalemate here. Neither side pushing up, trying to give up any resources, but Goku just with the shoulders, trying to get the information for his team, trying to let them know where they're at. So he currently has information on one. He picks up Lalo's AR, which is going to help him with these gunfights because, you know, a sub up here, not good to win gunfights. But it looks like the wrap's going to come in. So Lipe just trying to see what information he can get. He might catch the timing here on these players. Goku going to opt to help back. Nade comes in, so they know he's here. Let's see what Lipe can do here. Stuns come in. Nobody has spotted him out just yet. He spots out 2. He catches one, he catches the other, but unfortunately, the pressure was just too much from the side of Fanatical. And they were able to just get the shots in the back, go up that map point, that 5, that round number 9. And that's Booger, you know. Had he been able to get out with his life, then I could say that maybe he gets that kill on Booger. But unfortunately, you know, Booger just at the right place at the right time. They hit it from 2 different angles. Was able to get the trade for his teammate there. I mean, Goku having an impressive map, 11-5. Booger trying to match it, 10-5. You know, then you have Lalo 9-5, trying to do what they can carrying Swan. But Billiam just picked up 3 on that round, so that's why they were able to secure that round. You know, you need Swan to pick it up if you are the side of Nexus. You know, it's must-win kills for the side of Nexus there. He does spot out the player in that corner. He's going to play his life perfectly. Billiam manages to find one on the trade, but Nexus Esports, Nexus answers back. But unfortunately, they answer back with 1, but then the side of Fanatical answer back with 2, and then they close it off and answer it back with 3, and they're going to take that map number 2. 11-5 from Booger, Goku 11-6, Lalo 10-6. You know, they were trying to do what they can, but unfortunately, when you have Swan 1-7, it's gonna hurt you. Just a little bit there. Would have liked to see a little bit more from Swan on that map number 2, because that would have really helped the side of Nexus there. And also, if you are in the Twitch stream, just so you know, you can do !! map count and get the current map count. Now let's see. You know, maybe Fanatical is a S&D team. Maybe that's why they were able to take most of the series, or maybe they're that 2-3-5 team. Maybe that's what their success was last season. You know, that's what a lot of teams tend to hope on. You know, if you're good at both S&Ds and you can manage to close them out every time, then all you really have to do is win one respawn and you'll take the series. As we go into this map number 2, let's see who's going to start off hot here. Let's see, you know, you got the gunnies. You're looking for Swan to step it up on the side of Nexus for this map number 3 to kind of make up for what he did on that map number 2. Second, I'm trying to look here. Now, also on that map number 1, you know, he did go 16-21. Not bad, but he did have 1:20 in time. You know, the big standouts for that map number 1 were HYPEEE, 26-17 with 1:25. We're loading into map number 2. We're gonna get it started momentarily, and the big people on the side of that Fanatical Esports on that map number 1 we're gonna be Booger 23 and 22, and then you had Jay Guns with 1:11, and you had Billiam with 1:08. So we're hopping on into this map number 2. Let's see who's gonna take this map number 2, go up 2-1, possibly close it out on that map 4. If either team, depending on that map 4, we might get the map 5 bang out, which is what we like to see here on Spyro Squad. Oh, might need a name here. Alright, now we go. Now the names are correct. Players are getting in. Looks like you have the side of Nexus on the offense here. They're looking to close out this map number 3 in favor of them. You know, control one of those maps could be hit or miss. You know, sometimes it's very hard to hold it, very hard to do what you need to do. HYPEEE manages to find 2. The stack's gonna come in. Goku kills the last in the back. Actually, he kills one in the back, but Booger's also in the back. Team help's gonna come in, but they need to quickly turn around because Kamzi's gonna find timing on one, and he might find timing on the other. He has no clue where he's at. Lalo, but Lalo's there with the reinforcements. But you do have 2 players from the side of Fanatical pushing through this pool side. They only know of 1 here currently, but he does get out with his life. Oh, the takes come in for the side, or the kills come in for the side, or the kills come in for J Guns, able to get 2 there. You do have 2 players from the side of Nexus able to clear off the point with those last remaining players. Looks like the A capture will come right now. Actually, no, you have Booger and Billiam, and both players just managed to keep them off that tick. They only had probably about less than 1/8 of an inch left to get before they were able to close that map, or close that point. Now, if you are Nexus, you need to slow down a little bit. You need to get these people out of your spawn. You need to just focus on getting these kills. You know, he does see the nade. Oh, wow. If he had not won that one, that would not have been fortunate for the side. You have 1 player hitting the back. Thankfully, Goku turns around. Great map awareness. He's looking at his radar, I can tell, because he turned around before that player was even there. Oh, wow. Good 2-piece out of Goku. Looks like the A capture will finally go down for this side of this Nexus squad. You do have Booger hitting the back here. Yeah, he's going to turn around and try to catch these spawners. And I don't think they have any information on where he's at. Oh, he tries to catch the spawners, but Lipe says, no, you don't. Now, 13-9 in favor, or 8-12 in favor of Fanatical here. If you are, oh wow, unfortunately, you don't check your corners there. J Guns gets 2. Not what you want to see if you're the side of Nexus. You're down 5. You do have that player top art. That's going to be Swan. You're looking for him to make a huge statement here if all these players turn around and watch the back. But Booger finds 2 on the push. Billiam finds the other, or Kamzi finds the other. Now Swan, the only person alive in this back spawn. 2 lives to go. A 2v10 for Swan here. Can't say he can't pull it out, but now a 1v10 for HYPEEE. Unfortunately, you know, he's the sub. Maybe he can make this deficit a little less. Oh, wow, he gets 2. He doesn't get the 3rd, and they fall. God dang it, I forgot the music again. Just like that, you do have Billiam trying to hold down this top art here. Trying to stop these players from pushing this side of the map. Or actually, he's getting them in the spawn trap here. You know, he's got in a good position. Nobody looking this top art. He's just able to free roam, get the kills. You have Swan finally pushing up. They should know he's on this ledge here. Oh, wow. Billiam almost turns onto Swan here, but thankfully he does get the kill. Now, you did have the A point go down for the side of Fanatical here, so they only have this B zone left. And if you are the side of Nexus, you're currently down 5 lives, so you need to not throw any lives away here. You need to play a little bit efficient, you know, because if they're able to get this 4 down and just stack this point, they're gonna take this round number 2. You do manage to slow the roll of the side of Fanatical on that first push. But you have Booger here trying to do what he can, just trying to play the picks here, you know. Because, you know, they got a minute 30 to work with. They can just play the pick battle. If you're the side of Nexus, you just kind of have to play slow, just get these kills. Don't throw your lives away here. Thankfully, Swan and Goku find 2. Billiam's going to be last alive on the point. Goku does manage to find the other one. Now you have Booger just laying down inside the vault, but thankfully HYPEEE might have saw him jump up. Gives the comms to his teammate, but even though the comms are not enough, they didn't manage to close the kill gap anymore. Still 18 to 12 in favor of Fanatical here. Goku finds one. Fortunately, not able to find the other. You do have Swan jumping from the top rope with a pistol. He does manage to kill off the guy on the point. 50 seconds to work with if you are Fanatical. You know, if you're the side of Nexus, you just want to keep him off any ticks here. You don't want him to get any ticks on this B zone because that puts you in a bad position going into the remaining rounds. Looks like the stack is going to come in from the side of Fanatical. They do get 3 players on this point. They are stopping the roll. You do have that player that does go outer. He gets 1, he gets 2, he gets 3. All 4 down for the side of Fanatical there. 28 seconds to work with. They're going to all hit this cat route. You are going to have Lalo back here. Looks like they decided to split up here, hitting that vault, hitting that pool side. Looks like Lalo needs to turn around. He needs to turn around here and look the point. You have Goku up top. Unfortunately, not able to get the kills. 2 ticks are in. 2 ticks left. 3 players to work with. A 2v5 here. Looks like Fanatical may close this out here, and they do just that. Let's see that 3-piece from Swan again. 1, 2. Oh, I thought there was 3. Maybe not. Maybe it was another person that got the kill and it just said they got the kill. You know how COD is. The kill feed's always broken. You can't even message in chat because it's broken as well. Everything's broken. You have a strong SAR out of the side of Nexus Esports here, able to get 3 off the spawn, but unfortunately they were not able to find J-Guns. But now, looks like they're going to start to try to mount and push to this B side. They do get in. That's going to be Lalo. This van is still up, though. He needs to look this top arc. Goku, I think, yeah, he does manage to find 2 in this, on this P1. It looks like the stack is going to come in. It looks like Lalo took that pressure off the A zone, so the players from the side of Nexus could push up and get these kills. Last alive is going to be Billiam trying to hit it from the front. If he can't get these kills, the A-zone will go down. Oh, but the pinch comes in. A-zone still ticked, though. They have 2 players there. Billiam finds 2 on that point. Now, full white in the feed for the side of Nexus. They're able to spawn kill him here. Booger with 2 in the spawn here. Now they're going to catch him in the spawn trap, you know. Not what you want to be. Now, actually, they do manage to kill that player that was in lights, so they will be able to get out of their spawn. They're all going to hit this P4 side, try to get in for free. They just have to win the gunfights. You have Goku up top. He's going to get spot out. Oh, wow. Booger with another one just manages to turn on Goku up top there. He's just ready for the gunfight. Now you have Lipe trying to do what he can, trying to push through. You know, unfortunately, this Nexus squad needs to kind of, you know, these gunfights are must-win gunfights. You know, they win some of them, but then the pivotal ones where they need to make the map, they end up losing. You know, they do have a minute 7 to work with, but this time a lot closer in lives, 15-3. Lipe's starting to heat up here. You know, you're having an absolute map out of Booger here, 24-16. And then you have J-Guns 21-13, so they're leading the charge on this side of this Fanatical Esports map number 3. Booger just putting them in the spawn trap, putting them in the blender. He's everywhere and anywhere all at the same time. You know, if you're the side of this Nexus squad, you cannot seem to find him out. Especially when you have Billiam here just catching the spawn trap on the street side. Kills come in for favor of Fanatical, putting them down in a 6 life deficit, which is basically where we were the map number 1 or the round number 1. 28 seconds to work with if you are the Nexus squad. These are all must-win gunfights. You know, one player does get on the point. Looks like he will have reinforcements. They have 3 lives left. You do have number 4 here. He's going to push up here, but you got to turn around here if you don't turn around, and it looks like that player from the flank are going to get you. Last live is going to be Lipe. Once again, unfortunately, not able to close it out. Fanatical Esports will go up 2-1. You know, huge map out of J Guns, 23-14. Camzy really good, 21-19. Then you have Booger with a insane map number 1, 27-17. Lalo, unfortunately, did not catch the gas there. He went 12-23. Not what you like to see there if you are Lalo. Yep, sorry about that. Just getting everything set up to go into this map number 4. Fanatical can close it out here. They can close out the series. If you're Nexus, you're looking for them not to close it out here. Oh, well, maybe not ready. Maybe they're swapping teams here. Let's see. Let's see. They're getting the teams ready, trying to swap the sides. I'm going to... Well, actually, I think we're good to go. Yep. So the teams are right. Teams are ready. We're loading into map number 3. I'm going to mute my mic for just a little bit as we load into this map. I'm sorry, map number 4. All right, and I got your music this time, Jack. Apologies about the last time, but this time you're good to go. The music is shut off. Looks like the side of Fanatical is starting off hot. 2 killed in the feed, but you know, if you're Fanatical, you're looking to break these spawns. You do find one, you do find not the second one, unfortunately. It looks like the side of Fanatical will win these spawns here. You do have one player just being sneaky. That's going to be Lalo. He's just waiting for the right time to push. He might catch perfect timing on his team. He catches one. He knows one's going to be waits here. He's pushing back, but you have Lipe hit in the back here. He does manage to find 2. Lipe does get killed in the back. Not what you like to see. Lalo with the 3rd. But you do have secure spawns for the side of Nexus here. Good shots out of Lipe across the map with the sub here. You know, even with the sub nerfs, he's still shooting it like it's an AR. Unfortunately, Goku not able to win that battle, but they did win the rotation onto Nu here, trying to get as much scrap time. You have Billion hitting the secret route. Unfortunately, Lalo doesn't look to his right. Billion just gets in there for free. Last alive is going to be Lipe on the point. He's got a lot of corners to clear, but the pressure is just too much from the side of Fanatical. They're going to get this time as Nexus have to try to re-break this hill after they had a good setup on it. Looks like they do manage to re-break here. Not a solid hold from the side of Fanatical. They broke it wide open. They were able to break this hill wide open. You do have J Guns here trying to get this P4, P3, P4 spawns here. But, you know, Lalo unfortunately does not know there's 2 players behind him. They're going to flank around him, get the kills. Nexus with the time. Nexus trying to do what they can, trying to get the spawns for them, but unfortunately Booger spots him out, gives him a few little back shots, wipes his boogers on his back and says, "Nah, we got the spawns, not you." And just like that, all 4 dead for the side of Nexus. Fanatical getting the rest of the scrap time on this point, most likely, unless Lipe and Kamzi, or Lipe and Goku can do something about it. And they do manage to do something about it, but now you got Swan trying to do what he can, not able to win those gunfights. Must win gunfight if you're Swan, because this P4 is the money hill. You look to hold it down here, because these are one of the most important hills in the game. It's very hard to break once a team gets set up here. If they get set up, pull out, you know, pull into your secondary is faster than reloading here. Lipe does not manage to do that, but he does manage to hit this closet route, able to get a kill. They're going to have one player. Oh, no. Great shots out of Lipe, but unfortunately it was probably short. 1 bullet left on 2 HP. Not happy if you're a Lipe. You know, I would have been a little upset. You know, 2 bullets. You couldn't have been stunned, a little weak there. Looks like Lipe and Lalo are going to hit from this closet secret route together push. But you have Billiam just absolutely popping off. 13 and 6, you know. He didn't really have a hot series the past 2 games, but now he is slowly heating up. They do manage to bring their deficit back within 2. So they're back within 5, back within 2 now. They're tying it up. That looks like the first lead change will come in for the side of Fanatical. They are able to take their first lead change in this map number 4. Now they're looking to hold it from here. Oh no, Lipe stopped shooting, but thankfully he does restart shooting again. Thankfully the player did not have better shots than him, otherwise he probably could have got killed there. But you do have Fanaticals. One player from Fanatical did push up, secure the spawns for his team. Now Billiam 17 and 10. Then you have Booger 21 and 16. You know, I guess that's the good thing about this Fanatical team. If one player slows, the other players seem to pick it up. Looks like they're going to win this P2 rotation. but you know, you will have the side of Nexus getting that little bit of scrap time from that P1. All the players all around each other. They don't know where anybody's out there. All just running behind each other. It's like they're chasing a hunt. They're on the hunt, just chasing the tails of all the players. Good shot from Billiam. He's going to stay in this corner. They don't know he's in here just yet. Great play from the side of Billiam there to not just pushing the point, throw his life away. Wait for his teammates to get there for some reinforcements. Now you're looking for Booger to do the same. Oh, man. When you do stuff like that, that's exactly what you want if you're the side of Fanatical. He manages to find another one. He knows where they're all at. He finds another. Can he find this last player on this top white? Fortunately, he doesn't, but it looks like J Guns is going to kill him. Booger is absolutely going on a run right now. He's on a 5. Oh my God, he's just currently gunning the competition. On a 6. Oh my God. If you're a Booger 28-18, you know, you're shooting like that, but you need to close out this map number 4 and prevent that map number 5, you know, because it's currently on the cusp. Nexus, even though you're doing all those fancy kills and getting a whole lot of kills like that, you can still get shut down here on this map number 4 and make it to that map number 5. Splits. They're still spawning this push side. You have all the help here from the side of Fanatical, or almost all the help. But looks like Nexus do win the gunfight advantage, and they managed to flip the spawns again on Fanatical, spawning them in the back. But just like that, Billiam did get the spawns. That was that versus, I thought they were spawning on P2 side. They were definitely spawning on the P4 spot. So even though Nexus got all those kills, they did not push up, break that 50-point line to flip the map on its head. You have Billiam manage to win that good gunfight in the back here. He's going to have to do what he can, try to get these players off the hill. Going to be a split push from the side of Fanatical, but 3 fall. Last live is going to be J Guns. Unfortunately, too much pressure from the side of Nexus on this P4. Was able to stop, you know, not far enough back to maybe spawn his teammates back there. Or maybe they were blocking the spawns. They were just aiming at it, blocking the spawns, and preventing his team from spawning there. You know, now they're down 70. They need to bring it back in. Nobody's there. I think you're seeing Ghost there, Kamzy. Kills come in, 3 in the feed for the side of Fanatical. Managed to kill all 4. Now all 4 dead, all coming off the respawn screen. That'll allow them to get this last little bit of scrap time on this P4. You know, you got Booger 35 and 24 having the same map. I mean, the only people negative or positive on the side of Nexus is 27 is Lalo, and I mean they're just playing efficient COD. They're, you know, you got Lipe with 2 minutes and 15 seconds in the hill. He's just holding it down in the hill. You know, when you know you don't have to go super positive to win the. It looks like the side of this Fanatical team is just slaying out. Nobody wants to hop that time. You got 3 players in the 30s, and only 1 player in it with a minute. You know, and that's Billiam. He's got 26 and 19. You know, especially like when you have all this white time here, this isn't good. You know, you're hunting these players and like you just missed that player in kitchen. Now you finally get it, but you still have all this white time. You know, 1 player can just sit a little bit on those weights here and just hop in the corner just like that. I was hoping Kamzy would have done that from the get-go, but unfortunately he didn't. But now I think he might get shot in the back here. They have no clue where they're at. Lipe from up the top. J Guns with a huge must-win gunfight there is able to close it out. These are must-win gunfights if you are Fanatical here. You don't want the side, oh, but when Goku's doing stuff like that to you, what can you do? You do have 2 players from the side of Nexus Esports in the point here. So they're currently holding it down. You know, they're only 35 points from winning. If they just manage to hold the rest of the scrap time or get a lot of time on this hill, they're going to close out this map number 4. Especially when, you know, you have Fanatical popping off huge kills, getting multi-kills, all that stuff. So 3 fall down in the feed. And if you're Fanatical, you probably got 1 more push at this. And it looks like the side of Nexus is doing a great job pushing out the map, trying to cause them to spawn so far deep. They have to run out of here. But you will have 2 players. Thankfully, you have the players watching it. He gets 2. 5 seconds left if you are Nexus here. Trades come in. Lalo gets one. The other is traded out. Only last alive is going to be 2. They're going to get the rest of the scrap time, but only 3 seconds. Booger is set up new. They're going to have to play perfect Call of Duty from here on out in order to close this map if you're Fanatical. Trades are coming in for the side of Nexus. All 4 down. They need 1 more second. Nobody from Fanatical able to get in there, able to close it out. And it looks like Nexus will take this map number 4. We're going to a game 5, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, Goku just absolutely popping off there. 42 and 33 out of Booger. You know, you did slay out, but unfortunately, kills is not what's winning you the game. Point is what wins you the game, and the side of Nexus knew that. Goku 35-33, Lalo 35 and 29. Exactly what you want to see if you are this Nexus squad. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're loading on into this map number 4. Who's going to close it out here? Who's going to take the victory? You know, if you're that Nexus, you're looking for Nexus to take it. If you're a fan of Fanatical, you're looking for Fanatical to take it. We're loading on in to this map number 4, map number 5. Going to be a bang out here. Let's see which team is going to take it home, take their first win of the season, and potentially put themselves in a good position for starting the wins early. You have Goku that managed to spot him out, but you have 3 players from Fanatical here. Nade's going to come in. I don't think the bomb's going to go down before he can get that nade in there, unfortunately. He does get the tags on him. Booger with the shoulders. You do have good shots out of Lipe there. Now you do have the Nexus Esports able to push up on this site. Like they're going to try to catch these players. They might catch one. Goku catches one. William catches the other. Looks to be Swan and Lipe. The last 2 alive. Now in a 2v1. Last alive is going to be Kamzy. He's got 18 seconds to work with. They have to push him off. Oh my god, they're going to plant the bomb. You turned around. You weren't watching your teammate. Lipe's going to have to chase him out, but looks like Kamzy may have done enough for his team. He did, and looks like Kamzy is going to clutch this 1v2 and shut off that side of Fanatical. You know, Kamzy with 3 on the round here. He almost got the ace by himself. Unfortunately, you know, the moments like that, you kind of have to you need to push out with both team. You can't solo chow. You know, I would have liked them to see they had plenty of time to work with. They had 20 seconds. They should have definitely pushed out and try to get that kill on to Kamzy there. They both should have pushed them. They both should have just ran, you know, not lined up, but, you know, done it methodically, pushed from two different angles, like one from the left side and one from the right, because that was not a must-win round, but it still was a, anytime you can start off the map up in lives is good. It looks like the first blood will go in favor of Fanatical Esports here. Oh my God, Swan, I don't know what went on. He pulled out his gun, pulled out his knife. He just panicked everything, but he managed to get the kill. You do have Nexus opting to rotate to B here, but I think the spot was in from the side of Fanatical. They're going to call that out. They're going to say, hey, they're wrapping to A, but it might be a re-wrap here. Billiam wins a huge one onto Goku there, putting in a 2v3 in favor of Fanatical. Unfortunately, I don't think Billiam saw the dust up top. I'm not sure if there was dust, but I think that's a possible spot to see the dust and know somebody's above you. Looks like the bomb checks are going to come in from Kamzy. He's going to spot this play in the back. He catches the one. Last alive is going to be Lipe. He's got to win a 1v3 here with 20 seconds here. He's got to get the bomb down and everything. He's going to spot out one. He's going to spot out two. But Kamzy spotted him out first. Kamzy, I think that's on a 5 streak for your man Kamzy here. He's absolutely frying on this map number 5. Let's hop on board with Kamzy because he's a few kills off this Hellstorm. Let's see if he's able to get this bomb down, earn a few more points, and possibly earn that Hellstorm here. Because I think on a map like this, you can kind of slow the push from one side of the map if you're able to slow it down here. Oh, Kamzy with 1, Kamzy with 2. Kamzy not able to get the 3rd. He was not able to earn that Hellstorm, but that's okay here. He's got the rest of his teammates here. They should get the bomb down for free. But you have Swan here in the back. You know, Jay Guns did manage to, or that was actually, yeah, that was Jay Guns. He did manage to push up, but now bomb planted 1v2 for Swan here. Not impossible to win, but you know, you just have to play it slow and you have to win these gunfights. It looks like Jay Guns on a nasty heady there. He was able to win the gunfight for his team there, putting them up 3-0 on this map number 5. Are we going to have a full sweep here, a 6-0, or is Nexus going to answer back on this round number 4? Now you got Jay Guns on a 3 streak for the side of Fanatical. Now, unfortunately, you know, Kamzy, the huge pickup on this map number 5, 7-1. He must be the clutch factor for the side of Fanatical here. He does. Looks like their trade first blood finally comes in favor of Nexus. They are able to get the bomb down, leaving Jay Guns and Booger in a 4v2. If you're Jay Guns and Booger, you have a lot of work to do, especially with all the side of Nexus watching all these spawns. He does not spot out Swan, but I think Swan, I think he did. I think he's just backing up to be with his team. He doesn't want to get isolated like that last round. Now Nexus is starting to play it like they need to be playing it. Don't give anything away. Just play your life to the fullest. Do not allow them to win this trade battle. It looks like Booger does win 1, but they still have to win 3 more. 13 seconds on the clock. Not looking good for the side of Fanatical here on this round number 4. Oh, man. He wins 2, but unfortunately, if he had done that 20 seconds earlier or 10 seconds earlier, it would have been a little bit better for him there. I don't know what's going on with COD, but I shouldn't have to be doing that every time. Unfortunate. Looks like the side of Nexus are going to opt to hit this bottom route, but it looks like Kamzy does sneak through. He might find the timing on these players. He shoots a little early. He does catch one, gets out with his life, but oh man, perfect read out of Kamzy there. He's going to know one more. He may not know one's behind him. He gets two on the round, does enough to even out the lives for the side of this, but they got him pinched here inside this garage here. So they have bombed down, so they're waiting for the chow here. They have a lot of work to do for Fanatical. And no bombs down here. I'm sure they know bomb. You know, Fanatical knows bombs down. I'm sure Nexus, you know, knows they know the bomb is down, but the door is shut. 28 seconds to work with. Oh no, and that's a must-win gunfight if you are. Booger wins one. He's going to get the bomb out. He's just going to run. He's waiting. Swan might have perfect timing here. No. Oh man, it's going to be a race to the ages. Who's going to catch timing here? Oh no. Almost with the turn on, but thankfully Swan does clutch up there. Takes it up. You take round number 5. Lessening the deficit just a little bit. Making it that 3-2 now. Nexus starting to slowly climb back into this map number 5. Now you have Kamzy 9-3, J Guns 5-3, Lipe and Lalo 4-3, 4-4, 5-4. William 1-4. Seems like maybe search is not his strong suit, but he tends to pick it up towards the end of the map. Maybe he's a slow boomer and starts to pick it up towards the end of the map. You do have all of Nexus here on this top secret here. You have that person playing that cruddy corner. J Guns finds 2. Third goes down. Last alive is going to be, oh man, J Guns with 3. I think J Guns had 3 on the round. They go back up 4-2, I believe. Yeah, 4-2 in favor of Fanatical. They need 2 rounds to close this out. If you're Nexus, you want to shut it out here. You want to stop the roll them. You want to tie it back up, possibly take the lead, put yourselves on map point. You know, because then you don't have to worry about the 5-3 curse. William did find 2 that last round, which was part of the success on the side of Fanatical Esports, why they were able to take that round such handily. Oh man, Billiam with a nice slide chow. Fortunately, Lipe is going to swap out and get that kill. But now the rewrap goes in. The A-bomb is going to go down. Last live is going to be Lipe here in a 1v3 scenario. He is going to spot out Booger. He kind of needs to take the chow here because it's a must-win gunfight. But Booger gets out with his life. You do have this player watching the top here, and it looks like J Guns is going to take him out. Is going to secure that round number 7. Putting Fanatical on match point here. You know, if you are in Nexus, this is a must-win now. You have to win all the rounds from here on out. If you don't, then you're going to lose your first map of the season, which, again, isn't the worst in the world. You still have plenty of weeks to go to play to solidify your seeding. I mean, with what they're doing to this Fanatical squad, they sure are giving them a run for their money. So they should be happy here because, like I said, this Fanatical Esports team was top 3 last season. They lost to Omid Brooklyn and lost to In Control, which were 2 very, very, very dominant teams for the season. So they should not be discouraged. I mean, when you take a team like this to this map 5, you got to be feeling pretty impressed. And again, it's not over yet, so I'm not saying that they're not over. Even whether Nexus wins or loses, they got to be feeling pretty good about what they've done today. Oh, free kill for the side. Oh, J Guns with 1. Oh my God, Jay Gunn with 3, and Fanatical will take the series 3-2. I mean, Jay Gunn's just absolutely letting it be known that last round. And in 10-4, absolute masterclass from the man Jay Guns here. Well, that's it, folks. That's it for this series tonight between Fanatical Esports and Nexus. Fanatical do take it 3-2. I'm going to put you guys, let's take a look at the highlights for this night. I'm going to leave you on that once they're ended. We're going to fix that score real quick. They end at 2. They end at 3. There you go. And I'm going to leave you guys on some music playing. And when these clips are done, then I'll be ending the stream. You guys have a great rest of your night. It was fun. I enjoyed it. Good luck to both you guys on your future playoffs. Thank you for Fanatical Esports for being a league help with the XP League. You guys take care and have a great night.
Congratulations, you played yourself.